Welcome to Worldwide Travel Adventures. Today we're going to go through 50 awesome locations to visit in the United States, and I would appreciate it if you would help me out by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Also, check out the link for a $25 restaurant voucher in the description of the video as a thank you for subscribing. So sit back and relax because we're about to embark on a journey across America, exploring the top 50 vacation spots the United States has to offer. We're talking bucket list destinations, hidden gems, the whole 9 yards. Whether you're a history buff, an adrenaline junkie, or just looking for some good old-fashioned family fun, this list has something for everyone. I'm talking breathtaking landscapes, iconic landmarks, and vibrant cities pulsating with energy. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down each destination, giving you the inside scoop on what to see, when to go, and how much it's going to set you back. So, buckle up, grab your travel journal, and get ready to explore the best of the best. This is your ultimate guide to the ultimate American vacation. Let's get to it. First up, we're heading straight to Arizona to a place that needs no introduction, the Grand Canyon. I mean, come on, this natural wonder is so iconic, it's practically on every postcard in existence. Carved by the mighty Colorado River millions of years ago, the Grand Canyon is a testament to the power of nature. It's 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and a mile deep. Talk about grand. Now, the weather here can be extreme, from scorching summers to surprisingly chilly winters, so pack accordingly. The best time to visit is generally spring or fall for milder temperatures. Getting to the South Rim, the most popular area, is pretty straightforward, with shuttle buses available within the park. Whether you're here for a romantic getaway, a family adventure, or a solo soul-searching trip, the Grand Canyon won't disappoint. Next, we're venturing into the heart of Wyoming, Montana, and a tiny bit of Idaho to experience Yellowstone National Park. This place is like a living, breathing geology textbook, geysers erupting, hot springs bubbling, and wildlife roaming free. Yellowstone was actually America's first national park, established back in 1872. Talk about being ahead of the curve. Now, Yellowstone is massive, so you'll want to plan your trip carefully. Summer is peak season, but expect crowds. Spring and fall offer a bit more solitude with cooler temperatures. Just be sure to check the road closures in advance, especially during the shoulder seasons. Now, when it comes to activities, Yellowstone has it all. You can witness the iconic eruption of Old Faithful, hike through pristine forests, go camping under a sky full of stars, or even spot some bison and elk. All right, guys, we're hitting up a true American icon, the Statue of Liberty. This thing screams America. It's a symbol of freedom and democracy, a gift from France symbolizing friendship. Best time to visit? Spring or fall. Milder weather, fewer crowds. Ferries run from Battery Park and Liberty State Park. Epic views of the city and harbor. Around $25 for a ferry ticket, including Ellis Island. Walk in the footsteps of millions of immigrants. A must-see for history buffs and Instagrammers alike. Next up, we're diving headfirst into the happiest place on earth, and that's Walt Disney World. This place is a childhood dream come true, no matter how old you are. It's pure magic, from Main Street, USA to fireworks over Cinderella's castle. Even the most cynical can't resist cracking a smile at Disney World. Florida weather is unpredictable. Sunshine one minute, downpour the next. But hey, that's part of the adventure, right? Be prepared for anything. Pack a poncho, some sunscreen, and embrace the chaos. The best time to visit is during the shoulder seasons in the spring or fall. You'll avoid the scorching summer heat and the holiday crowds. Once you're inside the park, it's a whole other story. 4 theme parks, 2 water parks, countless restaurants, and endless entertainment. It's an investment in memories. So grab your Mickey ears and get ready for the trip of a lifetime. Alright guys, buckle up because number 5 is taking us deep into the heart of California's Sierra Nevada mountains to Yosemite National Park. Towering granite cliffs, giant sequoia trees, and waterfalls that make Niagara look like a leaky faucet. Yosemite is Mother Nature at her finest. It's raw, powerful, and guaranteed to make you feel small in the best way possible. Yosemite's weather can be a wild card, especially depending on the elevation. Summers are warm and sunny, but winters can bring serious snowfall. Check the forecast and pack accordingly. Layers are your friend. Yosemite is all about outdoor adventures. Fly into nearby airports like Fresno or San Francisco and rent a car for the scenic drive. The drive is half the adventure. Keep your distance from the wildlife. Hiking trails for all skill levels and camping spots that make you feel like you're a million miles from civilization. The entrance fee is just a few bucks per vehicle, and there are plenty of free activities to enjoy once you're inside. Pack your hiking boots, grab your camera, and get ready to experience Yosemite National Park. All right, guys, we're hitting the jackpot with number 6, and it's the Las Vegas Strip. This ain't your grandma's retirement home, all right? This is sensory overload in the best way possible. You got lights, sounds, music, and enough energy to power a small city, and trust me, you're gonna want to be outside because the Strip is best experienced on foot. It's a spectacle, a visual feast. Now, this is definitely more of an adult playground, not exactly stroller-friendly. You got casinos, shows, clubs, it's all about letting loose and having a good time. Yo, from the desert oasis, we're teleporting to the concrete jungle that never sleeps, and that's Times Square, number 7 on our list. And this one's a classic for a reason. Nothing compares to actually standing in the middle of that chaotic, vibrant energy. Times Square is a whole different animal. It's overwhelming, it's crowded, it's loud, but it's also exhilarating. Come at night when the lights are at their peak. It's like stepping into a video game, a sensory explosion that'll leave you buzzing. The key here is to wander. Get lost in the side streets, discover hidden gems, soak up the energy of the city that never sleeps. Number 8 on our list is the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. Experience this engineering marvel in person. Be prepared for anything from sunny skies to dense fog. Walking or biking across is an experience. The views are insane. The air is fresh. Visiting the bridge is pretty affordable. Walk or bike for free or take a ferry ride. All right, we're talking Niagara Falls, people. You know it, you've heard about it, maybe you've even seen it in pictures, but let me tell you, nothing compares to seeing this beast in person. It's like the earth is just pouring out this endless torrent of water, and the sound, man, the sound is like thunder that just keeps rolling. Historically, this place is wild. Native American tribes were here first, obviously, then came the explorers, and it's been a tourist hotspot for like ever, and for good reason. The sheer scale of it, the raw power, it just messes with your head in the best way possible. Now let's get real for a second. You're gonna get wet. Like really wet if you get close, but that's part of the experience, right? Embrace it. There are boat tours, observation decks, you can even go behind the falls if you're feeling really adventurous. Trust me, it's worth getting soaked for. Best time to visit is spring or fall, the weather's perfect, not too crowded. Summer's nuts, but hey, sometimes nuts is fun. It's super accessible, flights, trains, automobiles, whatever your jam is. And yeah, it's romantic, it's family friendly, it's whatever you want it to be, just go experience it. Okay, Mount Rushmore, we're talking about 4 gigantic presidential heads carved into the side of a mountain. You can't deny the sheer audacity of the thing. It's like someone had this crazy idea, and then they actually went and did it. This wasn't some overnight thing, though. It took 14 years to carve those faces, and it was no joke. Think about the precision, the artistry, the danger. These guys were hanging off the side of a mountain with jackhammers. And the history? Come on, we're talking Washington, Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, Lincoln. These are the guys who shaped America. Whether you agree with their politics or not, you can't deny their impact. Being here, looking up at their faces, it makes you think about the legacy of this country. The Black Hills of South Dakota, man, it's not exactly on the way to anywhere, but that's the beauty of it. You gotta make the pilgrimage. And trust me, it's worth the trip. Summer's the best time to go, but be prepared for crowds. It's not cheap, but hey, history rarely is. Hollywood Walk of Fame, guys. The Boulevard of Dreams, the land of broken hearts, and, well, a whole lot of dirty sidewalks. Look, it's touristy, it's crowded, it's a little bit cheesy, but you know what? It's Hollywood. You're walking in the footsteps of legends. Marilyn Monroe, Charlie Chaplin, Elvis, all these names that are etched in our collective memory. They walked these same streets, chasing their dreams. Sure, some people might say it's just a bunch of names in the sidewalk, but it's more than that, right? It's a symbol of ambition, of creativity, of the power of storytelling. And yeah, it's a little bit surreal to see Spider-Man posing for pictures with tourists, but hey, that's Hollywood for you. Weather? It's LA, it's always sunny. Best time to visit? Anytime, baby. Just be ready for the crowds and the constant hustle. It's not exactly a budget-friendly destination, but you can find deals if you look hard enough. Just remember, in Hollywood, everyone's selling something. All right, guys, we're hitting up the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., a city that practically breathes history. We're talking about the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, the reflecting pool, the whole shebang. The scale of this thing is insane. And that statue of Lincoln is just breathtaking. And you can't forget the Washington Monument, that towering obelisk that dominates the D.C. skyline. The cherry blossoms in spring are a sight to behold. Soak it all in, guys. Let's switch gears, guys, and head down south to Miami Beach, Florida. We're talking sunshine, beaches, and enough vibrant energy to power a small city. Miami Beach is like this crazy mix of glamorous nightlife, stunning Art Deco architecture, and a laid-back beach vibe that's just infectious. Now, Miami Beach is all about that beach life. We're talking miles of white sand, turquoise water, and beautiful people soaking up the sun. Whether you're into swimming, sunbathing, or just people watching, Miami Beach has got you covered. But Miami Beach is more than just a beach. Take a stroll down Ocean Drive and feast your eyes on those incredible Art Deco buildings. The pastel colors, the geometric designs. It's like stepping back in time to the 1930s. And at night, Ocean Drive comes alive with restaurants, bars, and clubs. The best time to hit up Miami Beach? Well, it's pretty much perfect year-round. But if you're looking to escape the cold, winter is the time to go. Just be prepared for some crowds, especially during peak season. All right, folks, get ready to experience New Orleans, Louisiana. We're diving into the heart of it all, the French Quarter, history, culture, music, and amazing food. The French Quarter is like stepping back in time. Cobblestone streets, wrought iron balconies, colorful buildings. And the nightlife is legendary. Jazz music tempts you to dance the night away. And the food, gumbo, jambalaya, beignets. Experience Mardi Gras in all its chaotic glory. All right, guys, we're at number 15, and let me tell you, this one's special. We're talking Cherokee land, early settlers, logging towns, the whole 9 yards. And the best part? You can experience it all. Hike, camp, breathe in that fresh mountain air. It's the kind of place that makes you feel small. Small in the best way possible. Like the world is so much bigger than your everyday worries. Yo, we're on to number 16, and let me tell you, it's a vibe. San Antonio River Walk. This ain't your typical concrete jungle, all right? We're talking about a network of walkways along the San Antonio River, right in the heart of the city. It's like someone took a page out of Venice's book but added a Texas twist. You've got the Alamo, a symbol of Texas pride, right there. But don't worry, it's not all serious history here. The Riverwalk is bumpin'. Restaurants, shops, bars, all lining the water. You can grab some killer tacos, catch some live music, maybe even take a boat tour. The weather in San Antonio is pretty much always on point. And the best part? It's crazy easy to get around. It's perfect for a romantic evening, a family outing, or just soaking up the energy of this unique city. Trust me, the Riverwalk is a must-see. Alright guys, we're at number 17, and this one's a personal favorite. Chicago, the Windy City, home to deep dish pizza, incredible architecture, and of course Millennium Park. And the centerpiece, the thing you absolutely cannot miss, is Cloud Gate. You know, the Bean, free concerts, outdoor movies in the summer, ice skating in the winter. Just pack a jacket, maybe an umbrella, and you're golden. Hop on the L train, grab a cab, or just walk. It's seriously that accessible. Alright guys, we're heading to paradise, and that's Waikiki Beach in Hawaii. Turquoise water, white sand, surfers catching waves, it's absolutely legendary. Historically, Waikiki was a playground for Hawaiian royalty. Today, it's a melting pot of cultures with amazing food and music. Getting to Hawaii means a flight, but it's worth it. Once you're there, Waikiki is easy to navigate. Cost-wise, Hawaii isn't budget-friendly, but it's paradise. Waikiki has something for everyone. Learn to surf, soak up the sun, just don't forget your sunscreen. Let's ditch the flip-flops and palm trees for a minute, all right? We're heading to Boston, a city steeped in history. We're diving into the heart of the American Revolution on Boston's Freedom Trail. This 2.5-mile walk takes you past 16 historical landmarks, and even the site of the Boston Massacre. Walking the Freedom Trail is like stepping back in time. Plus, it's a great way to get some exercise and see the city on foot. The Freedom Trail itself is free to walk, and trust me, experiencing this slice of American history, priceless. All right, folks, from revolutionary Boston, we're launching ourselves into the future, and that's in Seattle, Washington. Specifically, we're talking about the Space Needle, that iconic tower that screams futuristic. The views? Forget about it. On a clear day, you can even spot Mount Rainier. It's enough to make you feel like you're on top of the world. Plus, the Space Needle has rotating glass floors, a restaurant with killer food and views, and a gift shop for all your souvenir needs. Getting to the Space Needle is easy peasy. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So splurge a little, grab a selfie with the city skyline and soak it all in. You won't regret it. Yo, what's up everybody? It's your man Football Information back with another banger. We're diving deep into Philly, cheesesteaks, and the Liberty Bell. This ain't just some cracked old bell, it's the ultimate symbol of freedom. The OG Liberty Bell, cracked under the pressure of freedom. 1752 old school. It's seen some things, man. American Revolution, Declaration of Independence. Philly's weather is crazy. Pack for anything. Best time to visit, spring or fall. Getting there is a breeze. Independence National Historical Park, where the bell chills. It's totally free to see the Liberty Bell. So, next time you're in Philly, swing by and pay your respects to this legendary piece of American history. All right, folks, buckle up because we're headed west to sunny San Diego, home of killer burritos, perfect weather, and a little slice of heaven called Balboa Park. This place is more than just a park, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure book. But instead of reading, you're actually living it. We're talking 1,200 acres of pure awesomeness. Museums? Check. Gardens? Check. Theaters? Check. Zoos? Check. This place has got it all and then some. Now, San Diego's weather is pretty much perfect year-round. But if you want to avoid the crowds, I'd say spring or fall is the way to go. Balboa Park is the real deal, people. It's a must-visit for anyone coming to Southern California. All right, folks, pack your bags because we're heading south to the heart of Georgia, where the sweet tea flows like water and the history is as thick as the humidity. That's right, we're talking about Savannah, baby. Specifically, the Historic District. A place so beautiful, it'll make you want to slap your mama. Just kidding, don't do that. Think cobblestone streets, moss-draped oak trees, and antebellum architecture. We're talking about one of the largest national historic landmark districts in the U.S. This ain't no Disney World recreation. This is the real deal. Savannah's charm shines through, even in the dead of summer. Getting there is easy peasy. Fly into Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, rent a car, and get ready to be charmed. All right, guys, buckle up because we're about to hit the motherlode of natural beauty, and that's the Rocky Mountain National Park. This place is like the ultimate playground for anyone who loves the great outdoors. We're talking towering peaks, alpine lakes that look like they're straight out of a postcard, and enough hiking trails to keep you busy for, well, probably ever. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the weather here can be a bit unpredictable. You might start your day with sunshine and end it with a snowstorm even in the middle of summer. That's just how the mountains roll, you know? But trust me, those dramatic weather changes just add to the whole experience. Yo, you guys ready to go full-on adventure mode? We're diving headfirst into Denali National Park, the wildest of the wild. 6 million acres of raw, untamed wilderness. Mountains, glaciers, forests, rivers, you name it. Home to grizzly bears, caribou, wolves, moose, the real deal. Be bear aware, prepared for the elements, and ready for an experience that'll blow your mind. This is Alaska after all. All right, guys, hold on to your butterbeer because we're about to enter a world of magic and mayhem, and that's Universal Studios in Orlando. It's got that same theme park energy, but with a little more edge. You know, we're talking Harry Potter World, Jurassic Park, Transformers, The Simpsons, and roller coasters that defy gravity, and even a water ride that'll soak you to the bone. But here's the thing. It's worth every penny. You're paying for an experience, for memories that'll last a lifetime. All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to dive headfirst into the heart and soul of American music, and that's Nashville's Music Row. This ain't just a street, it's a living, breathing testament to the power of song, a place where legends are made and dreams come true. Now, Music Row is steeped in history. You're walking in the footsteps of giants like Elvis, Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, and the list goes on and on. This is where they recorded their hit songs, where they poured their hearts out into the microphone. You can feel that energy, that creative spirit buzzing in the air. It's electric. And the best part? Music Row is open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, 365. Whether you're a night owl or an early bird, there's always something happening. Live music spills out onto the street from every honky tonk, the smell of barbecue fills the air, and the energy is infectious. Trust me. You'll be tapping your feet and humming along before you even realize it. Yo, what's up everybody? We're switching gears and heading south to Charleston, South Carolina. This city is like stepping into a time capsule with cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and antebellum architecture. It's like something out of a movie set, but trust me, it's the real deal. Now, Charleston's history is complex, beautiful, and at times pretty heavy. This city has seen it all from its roots in the colonial era to the Civil War. But through it all, Charleston has retained its charm, its hospitality, and its undeniable beauty. Walking through the historic district, you're surrounded by these perfectly preserved mansions, their pastel colors popping against the bright blue sky. And the food? Don't even get me started on the food. Charleston knows how to do Southern cuisine right, shrimp and grits, she-crab soup, low-country boil. It's a culinary adventure, no doubt. And the best part is, Charleston is best explored on foot. Get lost in the maze of streets, stumble upon hidden courtyards, and soak up the history and the energy of this incredible city. All right, guys, we're heading to the Lone Star State, to a city known for its music, food trucks, and its Keep Austin Weird vibe, and that's Austin, Texas. This city is a melting pot of creativity where anything goes. The music scene is off the charts. Austin's musical heritage runs deep, from blues to country to rock and roll. This city has it all. The United States is packed with amazing places. Up next, we're heading to Portland, Oregon. It's home to the International Rose Test Garden, a feast for the eyes and nose. Over 10,000 rose bushes, with over 650 varieties. Established in 1917 during World War I. And the best part is, it's free to enter. Next up, we're heading down south, way down south to Key West, Florida. Think sunshine, turquoise water, and laid-back vibes. And the heart of it all, Duval Street. Packed with bars, restaurants, and shops. Key West has an anything-goes attitude. Embrace the weirdness. Historically, a hub for pirates and smugglers. Now, it's all about sun, margaritas, and Hemingway's six-toed cats. Grab a drink, channel your inner writer. What happens on Duval Street stays on Duval Street. Okay, we're leaving the beach behind and heading to the desert, but not just any desert. We're talking about Sedona, Arizona, a place where the landscape is so stunning it's almost spiritual. Imagine towering red rock formations, canyons carved by ancient rivers, and these vibrant green juniper trees clinging to life. Now, Sedona is known for its vortexes, these spots where the Earth's energy is supposedly super strong. It's a place that makes you want to hike to the top of a mountain, meditate under the stars, and just connect with something bigger than yourself. Alright, we're more than halfway through this list and things are heating up. For number 33, we're headed to Santa Fe, New Mexico. We're talking about Canyon Road, a place where art and history collide. This place is dripping with history, centuries of it. Spanish colonial influence and Native American culture. It's all woven into the very fabric of the buildings, the art, the whole vibe. Canyon Road is packed with galleries, showcasing everything from traditional Southwestern art to contemporary masterpieces. You can experience Canyon Road any time of year. Okay guys, buckle up. Number 34 takes us to Napa Valley, California. Rolling hills, endless vineyards, and some of the best wine in the world. Romantic getaway, trip with friends, or solo adventure, Napa Valley is calling. Napa Valley is practically synonymous with wine. You don't have to be a wine connoisseur to appreciate this place. The moment you arrive, it's like stepping into a postcard. From wine tastings to hot air balloon rides, Napa Valley is a feast for the senses. Alright adventurers, get ready for number 35 because we're heading north, way north, to Glacier National Park in Montana. This place is not for the faint of heart. We're talking rugged mountains, pristine lakes, and some of the most breathtaking scenery you'll ever lay eyes on. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, a hiker, a nature lover, this is your jam. Glacier National Park is a place where you can truly disconnect from the noise of everyday life and reconnect with nature. The park is home to over 700 miles of hiking trails, ranging from easy strolls to challenging climbs. Imagine this, you're hiking through alpine meadows, wildflowers blooming all around you, the air crisp and clean. It's like stepping back in time, to a world untouched by man. Now, the weather in Glacier can be unpredictable, even in the summer months. You might experience sunshine one minute and a snow flurry the next. So, pack layers, be prepared for anything, and embrace the adventure. That's part of the beauty of it, right? And listen, Glacier National Park is massive. I'm talking over 1 million acres of wilderness. You could spend weeks exploring this place and still not see everything. So, do your research, plan your trip, and get ready to be blown away by the raw beauty of Glacier National Park. This is one for the bucket list, my friends. Alright, we're diving headfirst into the concrete jungle, but don't worry, we're looking for a little slice of nature. This is Central Park, baby. 843 acres of green goodness smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. I'm talking about trees, lakes, and meadows. It's the real deal. You know, for a city that never sleeps, Central Park offers a surprising amount of peace and quiet. This place is iconic. It's been featured in countless movies and TV shows. Remember that scene in Home Alone 2? Yeah, that's Central Park. This park has seen it all. From protests to concerts to just everyday New Yorkers trying to catch a break from the city's hustle. And speaking of hustle, getting here is a breeze. Subway, bus, taxi, walk, you name it, it'll get you to Central Park. Now let's talk activities. Whether you're into romantic strolls, family picnics, or just chilling solo with a good book, Central Park has you covered. You can rent a boat, visit the zoo, and even catch a Shakespeare performance. The options are endless. And the best part? You can experience a lot of it for free. Yeah, you heard that right. Central Park is about as budget-friendly as it gets. Of course, there are paid activities and concessions, but you can easily spend a whole day here without spending a dime. Just pack a lunch, grab a blanket, and soak up the sunshine. It's the perfect escape from the city that never sleeps, even if it's just for an afternoon. Trust me, your soul will thank you. We're heading to the otherworldly landscapes of Bryce Canyon National Park. This isn't your typical canyon, people. We're talking a natural amphitheater filled with thousands of these crazy rock formations called hoodoos. It's a photographer's dream, with vibrant colors and views that stretch on forever. And don't even get me started on the night sky. The stars out here are out of this world. Once you're here, lace up those hiking boots because Bryce Canyon is best explored on foot. The experience is priceless. This place will stay with you long after you leave. Alright, we're trading canyons for crystal clear waters and snow-capped mountains. Get ready to experience Lake Tahoe. This place is huge, guys, spanning over 191 square miles. We're talking deep blue waters, pristine beaches, and enough outdoor activities to keep you busy for, well, forever. You want to relax by the water with a good book? Tahoe's got you covered. Go hiking, biking, or kayaking. Winter sports more your thing? Tahoe transforms into a snowy paradise, perfect for skiing, snowboarding, and snowshoeing. You've got the Reno-Tahoe International Airport just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Plus, the drive around the lake is absolutely breathtaking. I'm talking winding roads, panoramic views, the whole shebang. We're heading up the East Coast to Maine, home of lobster rolls and lighthouses. Acadia National Park is stunning with jagged coastlines and crashing waves. Mountains rise right out of the Atlantic. It's like a movie. Hike Cadillac Mountain for sunrise, the first place to see the sun in the U.S. Or bike on miles of carriage roads. Don't miss the kayaking. Fall is perfect with crisp air and vibrant foliage. Try a whale watching tour for humpbacks and right whales. Acadia is a must visit. Let's head out west to Utah, Zion National Park. Epic, larger-than-life landscapes await. Towering sandstone cliffs touch the sky, slot canyons carved by water, and the Virgin River flowing through. Zion is all about outdoor adventure, hiking the Narrows or Angel's Landing for mind-blowing views. Spring and fall are the best times to visit. There's a shuttle throughout the park, and it's a short drive from Las Vegas. Alright, we're switching gears again, this time for a dose of history. We're talking about Mount Vernon, the home of the first president of the United States, George Washington. This place is a time capsule giving you a glimpse into the life and times of one of the most important figures in American history. Located just outside of Washington, D.C., Mount Vernon is more than just a house. You can wander through the mansion, check out the meticulously kept gardens, and even see the final resting place of George and Martha Washington. It's like taking a step back in time. You can easily spend a whole day here exploring the different buildings, learning about colonial life, and soaking up the history. They've even got a museum on the property with interactive exhibits and artifacts. It's educational, but in a cool, engaging way. Whether you're a history buff or just looking for a unique and interesting place to visit, Mount Vernon is definitely worth checking out. Plus, it's a great escape from the hustle and bustle of D.C., a chance to reflect and appreciate the legacy of this incredible country. Alright, we're diving deep into the heart of Florida. We're talking about Everglades National Park, a massive, sprawling wilderness, sawgrass prairies, mangrove forests, and yeah, you guessed it, alligators. Lots and lots of alligators. It's about experiencing raw, untamed nature. Think airboat rides through swamps, spotting manatees chilling in the water, and witnessing incredible bird life. It's like nowhere else on Earth. The dry season from November to April is ideal, but even during the wet season, the Everglades has its own charm. Just be prepared for some humidity and pack extra bug spray. You can explore by car, but to really get up close, hop on an airboat tour. These things are wild, like giant fans strapped to a boat, and they'll zip you through the shallow waters, giving you a front row seat to all the action. Just don't fall in, especially if you see any gators lurking around. Yo, from the sunny swamps of Florida, we're heading underground, exploring Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky, home to the longest-known cave system in the world, over 400 miles of explored passages, and still more to be discovered. How insane is that? Massive chambers, intricate formations, and an eerie silence. An unforgettable experience. Any time of year is good to go since the temperature stays consistent. Book your tours in advance, tons of tours to choose from easy paths to tight spaces. Bring a headlamp and a sense of humor. Alright, after that underground adventure, we're coming back up for some fresh air and breathtaking views. We're heading to Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, a hiker's paradise. Get ready to lace up those boots and hit the trail. Shenandoah is all about stunning mountain vistas, cascading waterfalls, and lush forests. It's the kind of place that makes you want to disconnect from the digital world. The best time to visit is during the fall when the leaves transform into a kaleidoscope of colors. Now the star of the show is Skyline Drive, a 105-mile road along the Blue Ridge Mountains. Alright guys, buckle up because we're about to dive deep into Nevada's hidden gem, and that's Great Basin National Park. This place is like stepping back in time, seriously. You've got ancient bristlecone pine trees, some of the oldest living organisms on the planet, right there in front of you. Talk about humbling. But it's not just about what's on the ground. The sky here is insane. Because of the remote location, there's minimal light pollution, and at night, boom. It's like someone threw diamonds on a black canvas. You can see the Milky Way so clearly, it's mind-blowing. Now, Great Basin isn't the easiest place to get to, but trust me, it's worth the trek. It's the kind of place you go to disconnect, recharge, and just be present. Whether you're hiking through Lehman Caves, exploring the Alpine Lakes, or just chilling under the stars, Great Basin will leave you speechless. It's a must-visit for any adventurer or stargazer out there. Seriously, add it to your list. Yo, what's up everybody? We're headed to California, Joshua Tree National Park. Now this place is straight out of a Dr. Seuss book, no joke. You've got these gnarled, twisted Joshua trees dotting the landscape, looking like something from another planet. And it's not just the trees that are out of this world. The rock formations are crazy cool too. Massive boulders just begging to be climbed, perfect for those epic Instagram shots. The sunsets here are legendary, painting the sky with these vibrant, surreal colors. Listen, Joshua Tree is a mecca for hikers, climbers, and anyone who loves the outdoors. But it's also for those who just want to escape the city, camp under the stars, and soak up the desert vibes. It's a place to clear your head, reconnect with nature, and maybe, just maybe, find yourself along the way. Trust me, this place will blow your mind. Alright folks, get ready for Arches National Park, a place that'll make you question if you're still on Earth. Seriously, it's like stepping onto another planet, but with better snacks. We're talking over 2,000 natural sandstone arches sculpted over millions of years. It's mind-blowing. Delicate arch, landscape arch, double arch, each one is more impressive than the last. It's like nature's own art gallery out here. Now, Arches is super accessible, with paved trails and viewpoints that get you up close and personal with these geological wonders. But don't be afraid to get off the beaten path, lace up those hiking boots, and explore the backcountry. Trust me, it's worth it. And honestly, the night sky here, forget about it. It's like the universe is putting on a show just for you. Arches is a must-visit, a true testament to the power and beauty of nature. Alright guys, buckle up because we're about to take you to a place that's straight out of a Mad Max movie. Death Valley, people. It's the hottest place on Earth, and that's not an exaggeration. We're talking 130 degrees Fahrenheit on a good day. The best time to hit up Death Valley is actually in the cooler months like winter. And speaking of exploring, there's a ton to see in Death Valley. Salt flats that stretch on forever. Just make sure you bring plenty of water. Alright, we're getting close to the end of our list, but trust me, the hits just keep on coming. Number 49 takes us to the rugged beauty of Badlands National Park in South Dakota. This place is teeming with a stark, raw beauty that'll knock your socks off. Picture this, jagged peaks and canyons carved by centuries of wind and rain. It's the kind of place that makes you feel small, you know, in a good way. Native American tribes have called this land home for thousands of years. Keep your eyes peeled for bison, prairie dogs, and maybe even a bighorn sheep or two. Our final destination, Crater Lake National Park in Oregon, home to the deepest lake in the United States. It's like a giant blue marble in a volcano. The water is an unreal shade of blue, formed by a massive volcanic eruption. A lake so deep and pristine, it's almost spiritual. Stunning year-round, a sight you won't forget. And there you have it, folks. 50 incredible destinations across the United States that are just begging to be explored. From towering mountains to bustling cities, from hidden gems to iconic landmarks, this list has something for everyone. I know, picking just 50 was tough. The United States is packed with so much natural beauty, rich history, and vibrant culture, it's impossible to fit it all into one video. But hey, that's what the comment section is for, right? So tell me, which of these spots are you adding to your travel bucket list? What hidden gems did I miss? Let me know in the comments below, and maybe, just maybe, we'll make this a 100-part series. As we wrap up today's video, be sure to like today's video and subscribe to the channel in order to be notified of our next video we release, so you can learn about another spot we explore in the world. Reminder, check out the link in the description of the video for a $25 restaurant voucher as a thank you for subscribing. And lastly, based on YouTube's algorithm and your viewing history, YouTube is recommending this next video in the top left-hand area of your screen for you to check out next. I hope you enjoy that video as well. Until next time, thanks for tuning in to Worldwide Travel